bridal
the
party's
parents
getting
of the
ready to come
groom,
down, so I need
Roger
to
and Leslie Nelson, and brothers Isaiah and Daniel and sister Eliana. Next we have the parents of the bride, Wade and Elizabeth Fickett. We got the brother and the sister-in-law of the bride, Will and Sarah Fickett. We got the brother and sister of the groom, Rebecca and Joshua Nelson. Let's make some noise for friends of the bride and groom, Chelsea Weatherby and Ethan Abrams. Also friends of the bride and groom, Kelsey Green and Tyler Melvin. There's some amazing friends of the bride and groom, Kristen T and Jim Marler. Let's bring our guests of honor and best man, Kara Atkinson and Grant Rhodes. And now let's make one big Harry Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. Welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Christopher Nelson. love is so divine. We won't go astray. We're dying there. There's no much time, yeah.
And we get started with our bride and groom, which are first, and a tradition. Then we do a country song, crazy. Congratulations, Emily and Chris. Congratulations, beautiful couple, very beautiful. And our special dance next is usually our father-daughter dance. So that's special. To ask Emily's dad to come on up and do a little pretty song for you called Somewhere Over the Rainbow. we have one more special dance, mother and son. Congratulations, the beautiful family. All right, we're going to get started with a party song. We need everybody on the dance floor. It's a song that you know, that you've heard all your life, and we need all y'all to join us on this first song.
You make me wanna shout, put my hands up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout, come on now, say you will, don't forget to say yeah, yeah, say you will, say
Go anywhere.
Cha-cha, real smooth. To the left, slide to the right, crisscross, crisscross, cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left, take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time, 2 hops this time. Right foot. Take it back there, y'all. 1 hop this time. 1 hop this time. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 ups, 2. No makeup on, that's my sugar.
Se llama de apellido Vitorino, es la jura de bandera del muchacho, se la llevan dos amigos, Macarena con un niño que se llama de apellido Vitorino, es la jura de bandera del muchacho, se la llevan dos amigos.
Emily's patron of honor, and Emily and I have been friends since we were babies. So I'm really excited to be able to be a part of your day, and I'm going to start talking to you now. So if you're ready, you good?
Sorry.
Okay, good. So Emily, you are my forever friend. Whenever I think about you, I just think about forever, because we've always been friends and we always will be friends. So since I've known Emily since her childhood, babies, I figured I'd maybe talk a little bit about that since these guys are college. So growing up, Emily was always super spunky, as you all probably expected. Spunky and energetic and just excited about everything in life. And so anytime we were together, we were just running around, and she always made me more energetic and spunky because I'm not that. So it was great just to have a friend who would just bring out the exciting in me. We have a picture that's actually maybe one of my favorites from whenever we were kids, and it's at one of my birthday parties. We're on our trampoline. Emily is just in a full-out sprint. Like I'm thinking she was just going like this around the entire trampoline, not even jumping. And I just feel like that picture just exemplifies her just personality as a kid. It's just always on the go. When we were together, we always played outside at your house. We would go explore in the woods, and I don't even know, like we just go climb trees and go jump over sticks, and it was awesome. Always outside, always doing something, always climbing and playing up high, and I'm terrified of heights, and so Emily always brought out that adventurous side in me. No matter how much I was like, oh, that's really high, I don't want to do it. She's like, no, come on, you'll be fine, you'll be okay. I'm like, oh, okay. So Emily was just always, she brings out the best, and she is one of the best. So as we were kids, we would just be creative with anything we could get our hands on, and we did anything that we could be creative with. But as we grew, we got closer and closer, and the Lord, even though He's always been in our lives, just because we were raised in wonderful believing homes, the Lord pushed Himself into the middle of our relationship, and there's this time at McDonald's where we were just talking, and it was the first time in our lives that we had talked about Jesus and what the Lord is doing in our lives at that moment, and it was amazing. And that is when our relationship just took a 180, and now, Emily, you are just even more to me than you ever had been as a childhood best friend, you know? And so I'm just really thankful that Jesus gave us that time, and so we went through student teaching together, so that was really awesome to have somebody to go through that with. And Emily was my prayer partner. I asked her, I was like, will you please pray with me through this experience and through always in life? And she was like, yes, of course, because that's just the person Emily is. And I also have to make lists because I don't remember things. So Emily, I'm really thankful that you have been that now to me, other than just, yeah, Emily's one of my best friends, yay! No, like you are one of my solid best friends, and I'm so thankful for that. And anybody who knows Emily knows that she is joy, and that is a word that's been used a lot to describe her, and used a lot to describe her wedding and just this day, and she is joy. And any time that anyone is with her, her joy just jumps onto them as well. She is, her joy is contagious, and so any time that we are together, I'm just more joyful because I'm with you, and I really love that. So you are just joyful. So I'm really thankful to have you. I'm thankful to have you as a prayer partner and as a friend. Now as a married friend, because marriage is the best. And Chris, I'm also really thankful for you that the Lord has brought you into Emily's life, and that you get to love her and support her and just be her rock of, you know, in human form, not Jesus, but then Chris. So I'm just really thankful to see how your relationship has grown, and then to see you go through engagement, because that was awesome. As I got married last year, and now I'm able to just see you through it, and it's just been awesome and an awesome experience. So I'm really thankful that I was able to do that for you, and that you were able to just show me your relationship even more with Chris, and be able to tell me about your relationship even more with Chris, because we're not together here in North Carolina. So anyways, I love you so much, and I'm really thankful for you, and you are amazing, and I know that your marriage is going to be amazing as well. So, love you, Emily and Chris. Yay!
Okay, hey everyone. For those of you who don't know, I'm Grant, and one of Chris and Emily's best friends, and Chris's best man. But before I get started, I just wanted to say thanks to Emily's parents for hosting this amazing wedding. And I also just wanted to say, Emily, you look stunning, and Chris is definitely marrying up, so. All right, so let me start off by saying that I'm probably in a little bit of a different position than most people here. And no, it's not because I'm up here having to do a speech while you guys are comfortable in your seats. But it's because I'm really good friends with both the bride and the groom. And typically when you come to weddings, you're associated with either the bride or the groom, and you don't really know the other person that well. And I have the honor of being really good friends with both of them. And to attest to that, Emily even told me that she would have made me a bridesmaid if Chris wouldn't have come in. I'm not really sure if that's an insult or not, but I'll take it. So yeah, I'm really excited for you guys and happy to be a part of your day. Chris, I remember the first time I met you freshman year. Ironically, you were making fun of my ears before you said a single word to me. So it's an interesting way to start a friendship, but it was started nonetheless. From meeting spring semester freshman year to sharing a room our senior year, there's been a lot of great memories, some not so great memories, and some stories that would probably embarrass you, but I won't say anything about that today. So throughout the years, you've been someone I look up to. You've been a constant encouragement to me in Christ. You've been someone who always has a level head, no matter the situation, someone I can go to for advice no matter what, and who at times, someone who at times knows me better than I know myself. I'm beyond grateful for the 4 years of friendship that we have in the books, and I look forward to many more. Emily, I also remember the first time that I met you. We were in a room in Sullivan playing a game, and you told me to my face that you did not want to be my partner for a game that we were playing. But nonetheless, we got stuck together as partners anyways, and we ended up doing pretty well and working well together. Sorry, I lost my place. Chris is so lucky to have you in his life. You guys are truly a perfect match. You challenge Chris in his stubborn ways like no one else can, and I know that he also challenges you in your stubborn ways. You are both better together than you are apart, and as you both start your careers and lives together, I know God is going to use you for great things, and I can't wait to see what those are. You guys are a true reflection of Christ, and it is so evident that you have put him at the center of your relationship. I challenge you to continue to keep Christ at the center of your relationship, because even though you may not realize it, you're painting a vivid picture of what it means to glorify Christ through a relationship, and it's people like me who will refer to that vivid picture when I enter into a relationship. So as I come to a close, I just have 3 things to say. Number 1, just because you're married doesn't mean you can ditch all your single college friends. Number 2, I've already got my first sleepover planned at your new apartment. And number 3, Emily, if you need any tips on how to live with Chris, I've got a whole list and a year's worth of experience. To Chris and Emily.
Hello, I'm Tyler. First I want to apologize. I had everything written down on my phone and it decided to die today. So everything's going off memory now. But, well, obviously God is the most important reason these two came to know each other. But, like, far down second is myself. Without me, Chris and his lovely bride, we wouldn't be celebrating them today. I was one who introduced these 2 amazing people. So I actually met them around the same time. I met Chris. I think he was roommates with one of my buddies from high school. So I was just like looking for friends, and I was like, oh, he's Christian. Oh, he's almost as good at sports as me. I beat you in that race, Chris. And oh, he looks like me. So like me and Chris are like best friends. So we started hanging out, and just like quickly, like me and Chris just became really good friends. Like Chris probably. I never had a brother. I grew up with 2 sisters, and like Chris quickly became like my brother, and just like we would always do stuff. Like he would challenge me on sports and like life, and most importantly, he challenged me like spiritually. Like I always thought like I was in a good place spiritually coming to college, and then like I come to college and like having conversations with Chris, I feel like a child about his biblical knowledge. So it was just really, he challenged me and like pushed me, and I became a strong Christian because of Chris, and I really appreciate it. Emily, on the other hand, I met quite interestingly. So me and my buddy were coming back from the gym, and like we were just gonna go watch Mythbuster or just like some TV on in his room before we went to dinner. So we're watching there, and like we get up to go, and like Emily's on the floor watching TV with us, and like she just snuck in and just sat there, and so that's how I met Emily, and then me and Emily just we hung out, and this is how my days would go. I would hang out with my buddy, and like Emily would be here, and then I would hang out with Chris and his buddies. So eventually, second semester, I decided to unite them and not have more friends. The first time I really knew Chris liked Emily was like it was me and a couple buddies and Emily. Like we were walking to back from Hillsborough Street. And like we were like, oh, we're bored. Let's call Chris and see what he's doing. So like 2 of them call, and like he didn't answer. I'm like, all right, well I'll call. Like if he doesn't answer me, he's either busy or dead. So like I called him, and like he didn't answer. I'm like, all right, he must be dead. So and he was like, all right, let me try. And like no joke, first ring, hey Emily, this is Chris. I was like, So like they hung out, like sneaking away. They went on like camping trips, like and all this stuff, like. Not acting like they're not a couple, and then he sat down with me like one day in the fall. I felt like a child, like he's my dad, like not your wife. He was like, Tyler, if you were to guess anyone was in a relationship, who would you guess? I'm like, I have no clue, Chris, who? Me and Emily were dating. I'm like, oh, he's shocked. So, and just like as a relationship, it's just like I modeled my own relationship towards y'all, like. It's amazing to see how like Christ has been like the center of your relationship, and just like how you'll balance each other out. Like obviously there's conflicts and there's highs, but just like y'all always like happy together, and just like I have so much fun with both y'all, like individually, and like when y'all get together, just like y'all make each other better, and it's just like that's just like what I like want my relationship like model like. So like. Just my advice for you going forward, always keep Jesus in the center of a relationship. Like, I don't think I need to tell y'all that, but just whenever y'all have conflict or like struggles, just always know that Jesus is your foundation. And then my second piece of advice is always look to your parents. Like the Nelsons and the Fickens, wherever y'all are, like y'all are probably, besides my own family, my like 2 favorite families I have ever. Like I never thought like I would get friends and like become a part of their family. And just
Hi, my name is Kristen Teague, and I've been friends with Emily and Chris since our freshman year of college. I'm really emotional, so I might cry, and people also don't really get my jokes, so please bear with me. I guess I'll start with Chris first. Chris was my very first friend I made at NC State. From day one, freshman year, our passion for Jesus, love for the Lion King, and playing soccer began our friendship. The best way I can describe my relationship with Chris is that he's the older brother I never had. He's the annoying older brother that had made my already awkward semi-formal days even more awkward, pushed me down hills in my wheelchair, played pranks on me, and will forever give me a hard time about everything. But he is also the protective older brother that interrogates every guy interested in me, helped carry me off the field when I tore my ACL, and is always there to give God-centered advice. I know that you're going to make an amazing husband, Chris, for so many reasons, but especially because of how you love the Lord first, how much you love Emily second, and how you put yourself third. I'm so thankful for your friendship in my life, and I'm even more thankful that one of my best friends is marrying a man like you. Now, Emily, I don't even know where to begin. I met Emily through Chris our freshman year, and the very first thing she said to me was, "Hi, my name's Emily Fickett, and I'm a very exciting person." And I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, this girl's so weird. I never would have thought that she would become a friend that I regularly had 5.5-hour conversations with. There are many things I love about you, Emily. One is your adventurous, joyful spirit. You're always down to do everything and anything, and whenever you enter the room, you never fail to make it more fun. I look back on my college experience, and you're there just in some of the best of memories. Jumping off dams, playing volleyball, kickball, barn party, football and basketball games, card games, snow days, girls' nights, and so many more. But what's so special too is that you weren't just in the big memories, but in all the ones in between, like just getting dinner or hanging out late. As fun and as loving as Emily is, the best part of her is her heart for the Lord. There are so many strengths with her faith I could stand up here and talk about, but I think one of the greatest that has impacted me so much is that she's a woman grounded in biblical truth. She's courageous and never holds back during any sort of biblical controversy. When I go to Emily for advice, I know I won't always hear what I want to hear, but what I need to hear. In my hardest times, I clearly
Happy birthday to Leslie and Bill, is that right? Leslie and Bill? Y'all help me do it? Can the birthday people stand up? Where's Bill? There's Bill. Where's Leslie? Where? I don't see. Right there. Okay, let's sing. Let's get Bill and Leslie down here and everybody sing to them. Okay, here they come. Made it through another day, another year together with all these wonderful friends and family. Can we sing it together? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leslie and Bill. Happy birthday to you. What a great day to have a birthday. What a great celebration. All you guys are wonderful. Thank you for inviting us to celebrate with you. And y'all ready to have some more fun? All right. This is dedicated to the extended family.
Sorry, I'm trying to get back to the photos. Hold on. All right, y'all ready? That's what it was on.
You're in the epitome right now? Yes. You can even hear me. You can even hear. So these are completely you can't do anything.
Uh-oh.
so let's play. I'm taking the game's mine. Yeah, I'm witnessing change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you act raps, they like second time. I can dance all day, I don't choose stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at something like a true love. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with a tool in his hand. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bow. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the pound of real bad, just like a purple.
Maybe Chris. I think we need to go over to Chris.
Oh.
I just like couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I'm gonna Oh, it looks so good. Yay!
Go team. Have
I
fun.
didn't decorate, but I bought the supplies. So
Yeah.
we got the water.
Every little bit.
Nice. That was great. You can start a trend.
Should we go back inside? Pretend we didn't do anything.
It's everybody.
Take a picture of Anchor real quick.
Yes. Everybody says that.
Sure.
Blues, your blues.
Man, you got a double handful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Double shot of my baby's love. What I'm talking about.
I gotta go behind.
We all look at each other like, double shot of my baby's love. Your daddy knows it.
Ethan, you want to get over here? You like
Hey, Wade, I just gave him a double shot of my baby's love reference, and they looked at me like I had three heads.
It's actually better.
We would just watch it. No, which makes sense.
M&M's, you know. All right, it's showtime. Take your time. Shelly made the rise to the sun. Everybody would wake up and once they throw
Super, super cute. Thank you. I will be in touch in a few weeks with previews, a few more weeks with the whole thing, and I also got that the rehearsal for you guys. Thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend. The rest of the weekend. You'll know when the moment. Thank you.
I wish it was slow, man. You're not coming to worry about rolling home.
Emily, let me get it later. Can you guys just look this way? Did you take them out?
You can roll her window.
Bye.
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 Drive, baby, drive. Hey, there's no backing up now, man.
Bye. We love you.
Somehow I don't think I'm gonna like all this video you're shooting.
They were in there with my phone. With mine.